name is Rachel Robbins. I am doing a video for my leadership class 640. It's bringing innovation to an organization. I'm going to be introducing the hospital I work at. It's Spring Valley Hospital, and I work in the Women's Center. In 2003, Spring Valley Hospital opened their doors, and by 2016, they completely renovated their Women's Center with new units separate from the hospital and a private entrance. This concept works so well for many of our sister hospitals that a lot of them started to follow suit. This allows for more privacy, faster access for doctors, and it makes the delivering a baby experience different for many patients. So a little bit about our innovative culture. What is great is that although we are a separate entity, we are still part of the hospital. So we have a little more flexibility to make our own rules and adopt protocols that suit our needs, because they are different from a regular person staying at the hospital, since it's a different situation of having a baby, or if you have a baby that goes to NICU. Another great aspect of our Women's Center is that we have a diverse group of staff, and they contribute to our innovative culture. What is lacking within our innovative culture is the ability to allow staff to have more say and voice their ideas to leadership. So my personal vision as an innovative leader, I always try to listen to my coworkers' concerns and needs. I am by nature a servant leader. I always ask how I can help out their day, if I can do any tasks for them. I'm also always pushing boundaries and tend to do things differently and with a purpose. For example, my last place of employment, we started in-room phototherapy for moms and babies for babies that were stable. Really, the only thing they needed was phototherapy, and we were able to do that in the room. That gave the patients a chance to be closer to their babies. Leaders should lead with intent, purpose, and passion. Anyone can lead authoritatively, but leaders and how they set their example, I think, will follow others to do more and want to do more. I envision to keep pushing my staff to learn new things and incorporate a new way of doing things to enhance our patients' health and well-being. Our organizational structure right now, it's a typical hierarchical organizational structure. In our text, Desai describes how this structure that we currently have, it's hard to get things pushed through new protocols, service, and this is true at the Women's Center. So because we are kind of our own little entity, it'd be nice if we had more of a flatline structure, because this would give us the ability to push things through faster and more assertively. This would also make it easier for staff to present their ideas to management, and we wouldn't have to go through so many channels of approval. Innovative strategy. I think we need to create an environment that can foster learning and development for our staff to find motivational tools and strategies. Ultimately, this needs to start with leadership. Leaders have an opportunity to endorse ideas that come from all levels of staff to help nurture the staff to cultivate their ideas to their true capacity. This also kind of goes hand in hand that ideas should come from anywhere. Staff should, from either a janitor or to a nurse, should be able to present their ideas rather than just focusing on daily tasks. Creativity and generating ideas should come from everyone and should be placed before rank and egos. Another way that our organization can promote innovation is to give credit when credit is due. So when someone presents an idea and it works, we should be giving them credit, because that might motivate more people to come with ideas and keep that person going as well. It also helps employees feel safe when they can present their ideas to management. This can open more doors for learning, and leaders should be the first to learn these skills, because then they can be a knowledgeable resource for their staff and guide their staff. So in conclusion, to keep momentum going, we would like to track our ideas, see what works, and also track our failures and see how we can improve upon those failures. For example, we are currently promoting breastfeeding by initiating skin to skin after birth. We can track this by how much formula we give out, if we give out any formula, and even follow up with moms afterwards. Like, how was breastfeeding when you got home from the hospital. The next step was to be aware of new techniques, because there's always new techniques in the medical field, and there's also new technology, and how can we implement them into our organization. Leaders should always remind our staff of all of our accomplishments, what we learned from our failures, and how to keep moving forward. We can do these little reminders in our huddles. We have morning huddles. We can also do it through email, in our break rooms. And leaders should always be asking for input and encouraging staff to voice their concerns. If we can learn to adapt to continually change, then innovation can easily be adapted into our culture with ease by our staff. So that was my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening.